interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you some breaking news. There's been reports all over the area of something crazy going on, something big. People's homes, their minds even, are being taken over by something called, what is it they're calling it? They're calling it Bad Movie Debate.
Nerds. Oh, nerds. Nerds. It's that time of the year again. The end. It's the end of the year. Christmas just happened. I hope everybody had a lovely holiday season, regardless of what you celebrate. And look forward to the New Year's Eve stuff that's coming up here this upcoming weekend. In terms of when I'm recording, but regardless. So, I was thinking about what I wanted to do for a final episode, and with the holidays, it was hard to try to get a debate worked out or anything more serious than that even. So, I'm going to take a lesson from Spotify and or a play from their playbook rather, and I'm going to do a Bad Movie Debate Wrapped, where I'm just going to kind of talk about the episodes that we did this year and mention some stuff that we might have to look forward to in the future. And I'm going to have some homework for everybody, so we'll get to that when it's time. But first, just want to do a huge thank you to not only my listeners. Thank you so much. You listening is obviously very good, but most importantly, I want to thank all of the people who took time out of their lives to sit down and record this stupid show with me. I think everybody had a lot of fun, but I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully. I think so. That's what they told me. So everybody that's appeared so far, once again, thank you. That would be Tyler Eads, Austin Piercy, Justin Hendrick, Jonathan Weimer, #FuckJonathan, Sam Rossberger, and Savannah Lane. Those are all the people who took time out of their busy lives again to sit down and talk to me about movies that are apparently bad. And that's just really cool. And I just really appreciate all of them for doing that. I want all of them to come back and talk to me some more about different movies and in different scenarios and stuff like that. But, you know, that's all going to be next year. Anyway. So the very first one we did was with Tyler Eads. We did Alien 3. I told him about the idea of the podcast and what I was thinking and what I wanted to do, and he was immediately into it, which is dope. And he was like, we need to do something that people are gonna like really have an opinion about, because it's such a like something that's a big franchise kind of a thing that really missed the mark. And so that's why we landed on Alien 3. And I think it's the longest episode. It's either that or the Pumpkinhead one with Jonathan. But I think it set the bar pretty high for what kind of debate. And it gave me a good taste of the tolerance of my audience, of how long they wanted to listen to me and somebody ramble about bullshit that may or may not matter to the specific movie we're talking about. But that one ended just fine. It was a lot of fun. Tyler's a good bud, and he's already been back twice, but we'll get to the other episode he was on here in a little bit. And yeah, that one I lost. So I came out real strong at the beginning. Lost the very first episode of my own show, so that was fun. It is what it is. Then next, I had John Tucker Must Die with the beautiful Austin Piercy, my fiancé, as it were. We weren't engaged when we did that episode, but she still said yes after doing that. I think it's because she was able to yell at me and a lot of people were able to hear it and stuff. And my dad even thinks that's the funniest episode because of the things she was saying to me and how she was saying it. And he loves it, and I hope everybody else did too. Lost that one as well. So I, 2 for 2 on losing, which is not great. 0-2 in terms of winning. That one was a lot of fun. Yeah, that one was really good too. Last Airbender with Justin Hendrick. I knew going in I was going to lose this one. Oh my god. We had a really good discussion on that about adaptations and like that genre, that specific genre of movies and stuff, and just how childhood things can be ruined for money and all that stuff. So that was a bummer. So definitely lost that one. Knew I was going to lose that one. There was no way. And then I had Pumpkinhead with Jonathan Weimer. This one I was actually really passionate about because I actually really do not like that movie. That movie is ass, in my opinion. But Jonathan made some good points. And shockingly, even though he actually works in the industry, I won this one. Which is fucking crazy. But I don't want to dwell on it too long because I'm just so shocked that I won that one specifically. And then we had Chicken Little with Sam Rossberger, which was a little bit different. I was really passionate about not liking that one too. But Sam just stuck to her fucking guns and refused to give up. So we had to do something special and let the audience decide if it was good or bad. And of course, y'all decided it was good when I was saying it was bad. So here we are. I lost that one as well. And then finally, in terms of debates, these are all the debate episodes. Jingle All the Way with Savannah Lane, which just came out a couple weeks back now. And that one was a lot of fun. And that was a weird-ass movie. I do not remember that movie being as, what's the word? Fucked up as it is. And that one, the audience got to decide on that one too. And I won that one. So I won 2, lost all the other ones. And the straight up just debates, which is very upsetting, but you know, maybe I'll get better or maybe I won't. Either way, I think it's a good time. So again, thank you to all of those people for taking the time and not just to watch the movies and then sit there and talk to me, but like actually like take notes and like prepare thoughts and stuff, because that makes it so much better. And that was just fucking awesome of them to do. Then mixed in there near the Pumpkinhead and Halloween time, I had the first of a series I'm calling Council of Cinema. So good. Where we debated what was the best spooky season. Now with that one, it was just me and Tyler, and we were debating me saying Halloween, him saying Evil Dead. We were supposed to get Jonathan Weimer in there too, and he was going to say Trick or Treat, the anthology horror, which is very, very good for sure. But unfortunately, he had some shit come up, and we had to do it so we could put it out before Halloween. And, you know, it just is what it is, and he wasn't able to make it, so we ran with it. So in the future, those are going to be more like 3 people. So like me and 2 other people who've been on the show, and we're going to do, you know, didn't do a Christmas one this year, just it was too much to try to get figured out, unfortunately. So we'll do that one eventually, but then also, I got one in mind, DCOM. Disney Channel original movies. That's going to be a really good one. I already got a lot of people clamoring to get onto that one. Austin Piercy, my beautiful fiance, is already claiming one of those spots, so we'll figure out who else is gonna be on there with us, because she's gonna have to be on there. Because I asked if she wanted to be on again, and she said, "Oh, I don't know, not really." And then I mentioned that I wanted to do this, and she was like, "Absolutely, I'm being on that fucking episode, or I'm gonna be pissed." So she's gonna be there, and then we'll figure out who else is gonna come, because it's just gonna have to go like that. You know, and then I had my review episodes, which, you know, those are fine, but I think I'm gonna stray away from them. They're just kind of filler episodes, and I get that. I'm gonna ask everybody their opinions and post some polls on Instagram to see what you like, what kind of episodes you like the most, and which ones you don't care for as much and stuff, and kind of figure out a different approach in the upcoming year. I got quite a few ideas on what I can do and how I can go about it, but I want y'all to let me know, you know, because I'm making it for me, just for funsies, but I'm also making it because I want it to be fucking good. So here we are. We'll see what happens. But we'll get to that. And then I had my first of the Beyond a Reasonable Doubt series with the Nightmare Before Christmas is a Thanksgiving movie, and I really like that idea, but I didn't explain myself very well on that, but I needed to put something out, so they'll be better in the future. Those are pretty much just going to be like my opinions on movies, or like a couple of movies. Like I have one idea in my head that's an old movie and a more modern remake, and talking about the pros and cons of both, and how they're same in plot, but like the point of them, like what their message is, and like the idea behind them change the way that they wrote the movie and shot it and edited it and everything. So I got some ideas that'll be worked out a little bit better than that one, but it is what it is. Nightmare Before Christmas is a Thanksgiving movie. There you go. We'll do more of those going forward. Then I also have some stuff that I want to do. Got a little, what's it called? It's so I don't know what the name of them officially is going to be yet, but they're going to be like battle royale type episodes where it's going to be me and somebody, and we're going to have two bad movies that are essentially the same movie. Like, I can't really think of any off the top of my head, but it's going to be like, these movies are pretty much the same. It's like two horror movies that are pretty much the same when you shake them down to their core, like action movie or like sci-fi movie. Like, these are pretty much the same. And then I'm going to have a guest, and we're going to debate which one of these bad movies is better. We're not saying that either of them are good, but we're saying which one of these two bad movies is better, which will be cool. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. I have some ideas of movies, but can you believe it? They're horror movies specifically. I got two horror movies in line that I want to do for that. So we're going to have to wait a little bit to get to that. But I'm going to sprinkle in some of those throughout the year, just to freshen things up. Then I have a different thing going forward that we're going to do where it's going to be like, I guess the easiest way to explain it is just to explain where the idea came from. So Nick Offenbach, great guy, love him, good guy, my best bud. He hates the movie Citizen Kane, which is ridiculous for many reasons, but he can appreciate its importance to film overall, but he thinks it's a boring ass fucking movie. And while I can understand why he would say that, I disagree, and I think it's a very good, entertaining movie. But, so we're going to do something where we sit down and I have like an hour to convince him that it is a good movie because of ABC XYZ. So it's going to be like a series where I sit down with somebody who passionately hates a movie that most people love or most people consider to be like top notch, like S tier. And I try to convince them of why people consider that and see if we can come to an agreement. So that'll be tough. Nick is very stubborn, but he's a good guy. Like I said, he's a good guy. He just doesn't like Citizen Kane for some fucking reason. And then I think the biggest thing that I'm going to potentially hopefully be doing going forward is going to be adding video episodes. So I'm going to start recording the episodes as I record them with my guests and stuff, so you can like see our beautiful faces and any act outs that may be happening, because you get lively when you get going, but it's an audio platform. So I think adding some video episodes, which I should be able to do on Spotify very easily, and you can watch just right on Spotify. Anchor makes it very easy to do that. So hopefully we'll be able to do all that too. I got, it's the end of the year and I got a lot of stuff to get done before all of this comes, but sometime in the near future, next year, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to be doing all kinds of new stuff. We're going to do, the standard debate, talking about bad movies. I'm going to do some more nerdy analysis type stuff. I'm going to do these different kind of debate, like a different format of debate stuff going forward, and maybe add some video so you get to see my big beautiful head and my guests' beautiful faces as well. They probably don't have as big as head as me because I have a huge fucking head, but that's not important. And then again, like I was mentioning before, I'm gonna post polls on Instagram shortly after I release this episode and see what y'all think about like what's been done so far. Like, do you think it's working? Do you have any opinions you want to let me know about? Are there any movies you would like to see, or rather hear me debate with somebody? Just all that kind of stuff. Like, what's been your favorite moments and stuff like that. I'll put up one of those, like, what was your favorite episode or favorite thing you heard in an episode and stuff, and I'll share all that with everybody so everybody can see. And then next year we'll come back real big and real strong and do it right and do it even bigger and better. And yeah, I'll just keep doing my thing, and we'll just keep going. So, and again, those Instagram polls are at Bad Movie Debate, all one word, all lowercase on Instagram. And be sure to follow on there and follow on Spotify as well. Leave me 5 stars, please. Or whatever you think, but 4 and up is definitely preferred if you think I deserve it, which I think I do. But maybe not. Anyway, and with that, we say goodbye to the year 2022 and look forward to the year 2023, where who fucking knows what's gonna happen. I feel like this year had a lot of ups and downs for everybody, and a lot of ups and downs on a micro and a macro scale, and we're just gonna keep pushing through till we can go, and then yeah, we're just gonna fucking do it. We're just gonna do it. 2023 is gonna be everybody's year, including me and just everybody, literally everybody. It's gonna be the best year ever. Hopefully, knock on wood. I don't want to jinx anything so early. So start figuring out your fucking, what's it called? Your fucking New Year's resolutions. See if you can make it through February. Most people give up after January. See if you can make it through February, and you know what? You're already doing better if you gave up earlier last year. I think my New Year's resolution this year is going to be to make more of this podcast. So we'll see. I think we'll be all right. Well, and with that, good night and farewell.